As you guys know, I absolutely love Jack Wills, and today they are kindly sponsoring the podcast. If you ever wonder, what is Grace wearing? Well, it is Jack Wills. I'm obsessed with what they're bringing out, and they're bringing out a new summer collection, which is going to get us ready for a hot girl summer. There's an exciting event coming up that we're collaborating with Jack Wills for, and you are going to see all of the summer collection on my bod, so it can't get any better. And I cannot wait to spill all of the tea with all of you from this trip. Thank you very much, Jack Wills. Love ya. Guys, if you're watching this, make sure you subscribe. And if you want to watch the whole thing, you can watch it on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, or Spotify. Welcome back to another episode of Saving Grace. And today, you're not bloody ready for it. We have got the TikTok Sluzza on the pod. Give him a wave.
Hello.
But your real name's Callie, isn't it?
Callie, yeah, that's my real name.
We'll go either or.
You can call me the Sluzza.
Oh, maybe I will. Thank you. So if the people that don't know you, give them an intro.
So I am the Sluzza from TikTok.
Cheers.
Basically a slut, but it's a nicer term, Sluzza.
Yeah, where did the name come from?
I don't know. I don't know if I made up the words because I've never heard it.
I'd never heard of it.
But it's just something I've said since I was like in school.
5.
Yeah, 5. Yeah. Mum, I'm a
Sluzza. Yeah, as soon as she popped out the room of it. Right, so how did you start making those TikToks in general?
I think I don't know, I've always been like really, really out there and like just had no filter. And basically I went through this horrible breakup like a year and a half ago. And I think I was just like, fuck it. Like,
need your hoe phase.
Yeah, I need my hoe phase. And that's just where it went. And there was really no filter. I think my first one that went viral was when I was talking about like when I had sex with a tampon and stuff like that. But
I did not see that one. What? No, actually probably did. Yeah. The one that I've seen of you, actually I'll get onto that later, but it's fucking hilarious. So you just started to, this is the thing with me. When I first started TikTok, I remember being like, oh my God, what if people in my area are going to see the TikTok? Were you not scared of that? Because yours is very niche.
I know. I think that everybody, like they know that that's me anyway.
Yeah.
The only thing I was worried about was like, potentially work or, I didn't even care if guys saw it when I told stories about them. Like I just never really cared.
You never see them again.
Yeah, exactly. And then like I did, my old name on TikTok was Tintin. I don't know why, because I didn't want people to know that it was me, and now I don't care.
That's what happened to me. My name's not even Barry, and I was I was like, no one will find me. Here we fucking are.
What's your last name?
Keeling, GK.
Oh.
And Barry's my best mate's second name. I'm a fraud. What can I say? I'm like that Anna girl off Netflix. Right, so I want to know losing virginity story.
Yeah.
Go on.
Right, so I think this is where it all started really. When I look back, I'm like, now this has really set up my relationship with men. So I was actually, it was 10 days before my 14th birthday. I remember 3rd of January.
Oh my God. Right, yeah.
And basically I've been dating this guy in the year above for ages, and he was like the fittest guy in the year above. Maybe I'm not going to say that because he's going to get...
Shout out,
hi. And I was like, so when the hell are you going to make me a girlfriend? Because 1, I fancy you. 2, I want the clout as having like an older boyfriend.
We've all been there.
So he was like, look, we're going to have sex first. I'm a virgin, you're a virgin. Let's just do it. Let's get it out of the way. So I told my mum, I was like, Mum, I'm going to lose my virginity, so you need to get out of the house.
And what does she say?
She's like, that's fine, just use a condom. Because she was like, I'd rather you do it here than in a park, because I know people can do it in a park,
yeah, twigs and that.
So I went, he came over while my mum was at work, and we did it, and I literally I wasn't even dressed when it finished, and I was like, so can I be your girlfriend? He was like, yeah, go on then. And then 2 weeks later, he broke up with me. So I was like,
that's really upsetting.
I know, I was so upset. But then I ended up shagging 2 of his friends.
Brilliant.
I know.
What was that? How long ago? Like how after was that?
Like one of them was literally a week after.
Brilliant. And do you know what? You start as you mean to go on.
Exactly.
Get it all out the way. That's what I say. No, but boyfriends in school were really bizarre.
Yeah.
I remember being like, I'm in love. Like, I know what love is.
No,
now.
same.
And looking back, you're like, yeah, I don't know what that was.
But there was nothing hits as hard as like when you're younger and you literally feel like you're going through a heartbreak, like such raw emotion.
Adele's in the iPod.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was listening to Busted 3 AM, I remember. Like when we broke up, I was just...
Glad I crashed the wedding. You're imagining them with their new girlfriend. Yeah. Get fucked. There's no fucking way. That's really sad. To be fair, I feel like people are always really shocked when... My dad watches this. If you're watching, turn over. when they find out, like, because I feel like you lost it quite young, I feel like I lost it quite young, but people are always really shocked by that.
Yeah.
I think people assume you lose your virginity at like 17.
Yeah.
I mean, most people probably did.
Yeah,
we just were like,
don't.
yeah, fuck it. How would they know?
But even back then, it's not like the sex was enjoyable. Like, I definitely wasn't doing it because I was like, yeah, I'm like really horny. Like, I just did it because it's just like
peer pressure as well. The day I had my first kiss, I gave my first blowjob. I ticked them all off the list. I was like, what's next? What we got?
I wouldn't know what to do. Oh, I mean, yeah.
No, I didn't. That was probably the worst thing he's ever had in his life. So that's fine. It's continued to this day, actually. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But it's fine. How would they know?
I remember, like, I was Googling, like, I was looking all these glamour articles, like how to suck a dick.
I Googled how to kiss someone on YouTube.
Oh my God.
How to French kiss.
No, but you know that scene in Angus Thongs and Perfect Snogging when she goes to kiss? I basically did that with the guy in my school. I was like, because I used to kiss the back of my hand.
Yeah.
And like it was really slobbery, like on the back of my hand. And I thought, I'm going to be like Saliva Boy from Angus Thongs and Perfect Snogging. Yeah. So I was like, this guy could let me come round and just practice kissing with you for an hour. And I did, and I was fine.
For an hour?
I was fine.
That's brilliant.
I chapped lips afterwards.
I didn't have that opportunity. I had a bob and buck teeth, so I just had to go with the flow. Anyone that will kiss me, I'll fucking take. So we're going to move on.
Go on.
I think we should do some shots.
Yeah, let's do a shot.
Cue me getting up for the shot.
There is actually a video of me on Instagram doing a shot, and on TikTok, and then stick just coming straight back up onto the table.
God, you better not.
Oh, no, I won't.
You better fucking not. For the emetophobes out there, this
Bit
is
of sick AMSRs.
ASMR? Yeah. AMRSR. I
Is
don't know
it?
what you said. It wasn't that. Right.
AMSR.
Right. Ooh, I don't know what flavour this is. Blue raspberry. It's like my favourite vape flavour.
Ooh.
As you can tell by my fucking awful cough. Right. Might as well start as we mean to go on.
Yeah.
Cheers.
It's all right, actually.
That's not too bad, yeah.
Tastes like juice.
Tastes like shit, actually. But right. That moves me on to my next question. Body count.
Body count.
Yeah.
So most people think it's higher.
Right.
But I did lose my virginity 10 years ago. So if you work it out like that, it ends up being about 6 people a year. So I'm around 51 now, I think. Wait, is that...
Wait, what kind of maths is that? Wait.
Sorry.
6, 12, 8.
No,
Wait.
that's like 5 and a bit, right? Every month?
Do you know what? I failed maths. So I'm just going to nod. Yeah. Did you fail it as well?
Yeah, I did. I didn't really care about that. But yeah, it's around 50. So it's not that much. I mean, I'm on the road to 100.
As you should be.
You know?
If you hit 100, you should get a card from the Queen.
Oh my God.
You really should.
I want a Blue Peter badge.
No, oh my God. We need to do like some sort of celebration. If
we do.
Big party.
Yeah, we do.
With cocks everywhere. Have you ever done, do you just sleep with men then or any women?
No, I would like to delve into that pool, but just
Pool of puss.
Pool of puss, yeah, I'd love to. But it just hasn't happened.
No, I hear
I
that.
get with girls on nights out, but it's just never ended up happening.
It's a scary thing, I tell you
Yeah,
that.
'cause
You've got
I
to be
think-
drunk.
I just actually don't know what I'd do. I think, like, so do I go down there now? Or
The first time I was like, I'm out of my day.
But also, I don't know, I would feel really nervous. Like, I don't know, I'd have to be really drunk.
Yeah, but this is what I mean. I remember being really nervous to lose my virginity. So I think it's maybe the same vibes because you haven't done it before.
Yeah.
Because Jesus Christ, when I went to lose my virginity...
I've accidentally slept with about 6 people and we're only midway through.
I slipped.
2 of them at the same time, though. This is a different one.
Did you have a threesome?
Oh, yeah, it was my first
2
time.
men?
2 men.
Brilliant.
In an army base.
Right, I was going to get onto this, but we can get onto it now. Army back. I hadn't seen a video from you in a while. And all of a sudden you pop up and you're like, guys, I just fucked in an army base. I didn't know how to get out. And I was like, what has happened for you to be in an army base?
I know, guys. So it was actually a Wednesday night. I don't know what the fuck was on a Wednesday night.
Nice.
But I went out, I went into Piano Works, and like, it's just this like club that has a piano. And
it makes sense.
and there was this like mirage of army men, and I was like, I'm literally in heaven. Usually, to be fair, the last time I slept with an army man, he was weird because I think
a lot of them are. I have
they're
to
just
say,
very horny.
Yeah.
Because they come back and they're like, oh God, I've got to have a shag. So anyway, I started talking to this one guy, and what happens when I get drunk is I just think that everyone's the same person. So what happened is I started speaking to this one guy and went to the toilet. He bought me a drink and stuff. Then I went to the toilet and I come back out and I started talking to somebody else, but I thought it was the same person.
Guy.
I went home with that guy, and his friend called him. He goes, "Oh, like you've stolen my bird," and I was like, "It's fine. He can come. You know, he can join in as a joke." And then he came, and I was like, "You know what? Actually, I might actually just try." And ended up having like a magical night with them.
Wait, was this? Give me image. Bunk beds?
No.
Or just beds?
So the thing that turned me on the most is they're quite high up. So they've got their own little room with an ensuite.
Oh.
But we did, in the army base, it's like its own little town, right? You've got like, they've got hairdressers in there. They've got a library.
They've got bowling.
Yeah, they've got everything. And it's like they don't even have to leave. So I went there, and you walk past all the places, the bunk beds. And they gave me this absolutely disgusting ID. Like, they have to like take a picture of you.
Stop it! You got full like passport photo when you went in for a shag.
And they go right. They were like, "You've got to act really sober when they take the photo." And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Can I take your photo?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I literally look fucked. Like
eye's looking
my
the
hair
other
was
way.
already all over the place. I think I was doing something with him in the taxi. Actually, I definitely was. And then like left the next morning at like 7 a.m. I couldn't sleep because I don't know what they're doing around there. But like when I left, they were all getting ready to go for their runs. Like they have to make all of their beds to make sure that they come around and inspect them.
How did you get out? Did you know your way out?
No, one of them escorted me.
Oh, did you have to do the walk of shame through the soldiers?
Yeah, it was so embarrassing because it was like, obviously, and also none of them had a hairbrush, so I had like the worst sex hair. Like I was just trying to like pick all the knots out, like with makeup still streamed down me. But that was an interesting minute. And then the same kind of thing happened the other night when I went to go watch the rugby on Tuesday.
I saw you went to go watch the rugby on your story.
So this girl,
I've been stalking.
she was dating somebody there. On the team, so he got us loads of tickets. We were right at the front, and he invited us to his house afterwards with like the whole team. So I was like, yes, right, gonna get with a rugby player. Maybe I might be a rugby wag. And then the same thing happened again. I forgot. I shagged one of them, and then I came back out and I shagged another one of them. But I thought it was the same one again, which I don't remember shagging the second one. God. And this is what happened to my nail. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So this is how the nail happened.
Right. So today I was like, fuck me, like I can't go on here and hold the mic like this.
Yeah,
People are
no.
gonna think what's wrong with me?
What a tramp.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then one of the girls goes to me, one of the guy that you slept with, he's just put in the group chat, I'm really traumatized. And she was like, what? Why? What happened? And he was like, well, she fingered my arsehole. And I was like, that's where my fucking nail's gone. Wait, what? So like my nail must be
in his arsehole?
around in his arsehole, because I definitely was using the middle finger. I don't know what happened to that one, but
you were fingering it with acrylics as well, and yours are spiky.
I know. That's why he must be traumatised. I reckon he loved it, because why was he letting me do it anyway?
Well, they all say that, don't they? I'm not fruity, I don't like
all love it.
Go on.
Honestly, they all love it. So yes, sorry about that, guys.
That's incredible. Do you know what? Maybe you don't want that nail back either.
No, I definitely don't want that nail back.
That's incredible.
I know. I mean, now when I was thinking, when I was sitting in the nail room, I was like, they're going to be doing my nails after I've just put my finger up someone's eye. I mean,
don't let them sniff it. Well, you never know, though.
I mean, there might be a little bit of remnants.
Oh my God, that poor man, he's going to have to shit out on acrylic.
They're never having me back.
No, you're never going to another rugby game.
No.
Have you got any? I feel like you've got a lot of wild sex stories.
Oh, yeah. I've got loads. I mean, those have been pretty wild recently. My friends have been like, you've been around the block this month. Like, there's a couple of good stories. But like this guy I was recently dating, he was a tree surgeon.
Always the way.
Always,
yeah.
But I'm so turned on by them, but they're always dickheads.
Niche. I love a man that can climb a tree.
You know, it's a bit, someone that does something with their hands, they're up the tree, you know.
Okay, yeah.
But anyway, I wasn't really involved, but it was just fucking bizarre. Like, every time we had sex, he was like, I actually can't finish properly. And I was like, oh, all right, then what do you want me to do? And he was like, well, I actually have to grind into my mattress. So he'd lie on his front.
Stop it.
No. And why did I let him do that? It's probably why he ghosted me.
So he was next to you just grinding on the mattress?
Yeah, and it was so hard. It was like it was vibrating or something. And he would take my phone away from me because he was like, oh, you're going to film it, you're going to film it.
Oh my God.
So I just had to lie there like...
Today, this podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, with professional therapists online to help you through the twists and turns of your life or your mental well-being while watching this podcast. It's not a crisis line, it's professional help with real people, and you're going to be one of 2 million people to be able to log in and just get therapy anytime, any day, whenever you feel like it. At some point, everyone needs to talk to someone, including me, which is why I started this podcast. So if you want to go on to www.betterhelp.com/savinggrace, where you can get 10% off of your first month. So that is www.betterhelp.com/savinggrace. Get talking.
Like, you done yet?
Oh.
And then he obviously just finished all over the mattress. And then I'd be like, great, I got a lie in them now.
But what? I don't understand what that is doing different to you.
Exactly. I mean, I don't know.
Maybe he's like one of those men, you know, the guys that... He's the pressure. You know the guy that fucks his car all the time, the exhaust?
Something like that, yeah.
Maybe he's got that with his mattress.
Well, I did look it up. I looked up, like,
Bet you did. There's nothing that came up there.
It was bizarre. It was like... came up with people that like obsessed with having sex with objects, and I was like, that must be him. But I just had this image of him like during COVID. I'm partial to just messaging a guy on a dating app and going, let me come over.
Hinge or Tinder?
Oh, not Tinder. I haven't been on there for ages.
I agree. I'm a Hinge girl.
I'm a Hinge girl.
Never met anyone off it. But still.
I'm on that. Have you been on that Thursday app?
Who?
It's a new app called Thursday. It's like in London, and it only works every Thursday. Because it's then you have to meet them on that night, so it's a bit more spontaneous.
Oh,
it's quite good.
I've got anxiety. I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah, but then you don't overthink the date. You're like, right, yeah, I'm
no,
in
it's
London.
true. I've only ever been on one date, and I've been on more than one. Yeah.
Was it not good? Did
no.
you not go back?
No.
What?
He took me ice skating. I fell over.
I'm sorry. That's such a shit first date.
It's an ick.
No, that is an ick. It's like when they're like, "Shall we go bowling?"
No.
And I say no. Or mini golf. No, because you're not going to fancy me after you see me try and whack that little bowl. And
do you know what it is as well? I hate when they're like, "Let's do things." No, let's just go for drinks.
Yeah, let's just get to know.
That's the safest bet. I can't do anything sober. Why do you want me to bowl? I have a hunchback. No one wants to see me bowl.
Yeah, it's not like when you're doing the mini golf as well, and you're just
oh my god
hunched over. It's actually embarrassing.
And you miss, and that's an ick.
Yeah,
I feel like everything's an ick nowadays. I'm too scared. No one can be safe. Do you know what? I was speaking to this guy, and he was like, "Oh, I'll tell you what is an ick," and I was like, "Oh, go on." And he was like, "You know, when a group of girls are walking, and she tries to sort of get in, but they shut her off, and then she tries to get in again, and she gets in." I was like, "Why is that an ick? She's trying to get into the conversation."
Exactly, yeah. Or, you know what, my newest one is thinking about a guy, like, getting all of his clothes out and folding them out and taking pictures of them to post them on Depop.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Like, that's
really... And then folding them back, putting them in the wardrobe.
And then typing in, new Nike T-shirt.
Great
still
condition.
On, £30.
Do you know what?
Message me for details.
My biggest ones are, number one, men walking down a hill. That's so embarrassing. That is
like,
so embarrassing. And they're like, oh. Or... thinking about a man in the bubble wind.
And it's not even hard. It's just like
floppy cocks. So disgusting. Maybe I am a lesbian. I
think this the other day. I was thinking, do I like men? And the answer is I do love a bit of cock. But I feel like you can't go wrong. But
you can't go right most of the time either. I'm finishing feeling very, very unsatisfied.
But then I'm like, I don't know. I've got to dip my toe into that pool.
I think you just like... what is your type in a man?
So I don't really have a looks type. Like all my everyone I sleep with looks different.
Okay.
Like they all look different. But I would say personality, like they have to be really big energy.
Yeah, confident.
Like confident, funny, like the loudest person in the room, and but I'm not gonna lie, toxic. Like that's just what I gravitate to.
I agree. It makes it interesting.
It does.
If you speak to someone too nice, it's like, oh, where's the spark?
Exactly. I've got no.
What are we going to argue about?
Exactly. I've got no adrenaline rushing through me talking to you.
I agree. But then when you talk to someone, you're like, oh, fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I'm not dealing with that shit. When they go out and it's like,
oh my God, no. But that's when it gets to that stage and you start worrying about them going out and stuff. It's
I cut them off. I'm not stressed about that.
That's what I do now as well. What, looking at your stories, thinking, who's that?
Oh my God, yeah. You're analysing them. I stop them and I go, is that a tit or is that not a tit? It better fucking not be. You better be an all-male club.
Or it's like... when I don't do this, but like, you know, when you go on to click on their followers on your laptop, and you can see his most
I
recent
do
followers.
this. Yeah, no, I do.
I don't. So I'll tell you a funny story, actually. So this girl, I was sleeping with this guy, and he'd only just broken up with his girlfriend, which I didn't know. And basically, I'd put on my TikTok that I'd got tonsillitis because I caught it from him. And she had looked at his most recent followers, found me, then found my TikTok, and worked out that we'd slept together because we both had tonsillitis.
No, I'm really impressed.
I'm impressed as well.
What
Good for
the
you,
fuck?
girl. But also,
Good for you.
look, I didn't know you guys had only just broken up, all right?
Oh my God. Do you think you've ever slept with someone that had a girlfriend?
Oh yeah, one of my
Definitely,
friends. We used to sleep together all the time, and he had a girlfriend, and I was like, "I'm not sleeping with you. You got a girlfriend?" And he was like, "No, we broke up yesterday." And then I come to find out the next day that they were still together.
Men are trash.
I know, like,
No,
just
men are
the
trash.
thing is, I probably would have still slept with him if he told me he had a girl. No, I'm a girl's girl. I'm a girl's girl. All right, don't cancel me.
At least he's laid it on the table. That's all that matters.
Exactly.
Don't hate her. I want to see no
Don't
hate
hate
comments down below. At least she's honest about it. Some of you hoes aren't.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at me starting on them. Don't fucking give her any hate.
Look, when you're in bed with them, it's difficult to say no when you've had a couple. All right.
Do you know what? I just think men are going to do it regardless as well. I am struggling to think of a man that would not cheat while blackout drunk. I'm struggling.
Oh, yeah.
I actually am. Because men, this is what me and my friends talk about this all the time. Men are so horny, you can do anything to turn a man on. They are
it's so
so
true.
basic. All you have to do is either look at them a certain way or like rub something up against them a little bit. They're hard.
Yeah.
Then they'll cheat.
It's that hand on the back.
Yeah, why are they so easy?
I don't know.
And we're meant to be the thickest animal, the
Yeah.
females.
Exactly.
That actually made me sound pretty thick.
It is kind of embarrassing when man gets horny as well.
Man
It's like
gets
he's-
horny.
When man gets horny.
Caveman, yeah.
When man. But like they seem sort of a bit glazed over. It's
They
like there's
do.
something that's possessed them.
Yeah.
And anything
Horniness.
goes. They're not embarrassed. And then they've got
they
that
will
post-nut
never.
clarity. And they're like, what
It
have I
really
done?
upsets me. I know I've been someone's post-nut clarity.
Oh, I have.
know they've been like, whoa.
I remember I went to sleep with this guy, and he was a bit older than me, and I started turning up into his. I turned up to his flat, and I was a bit drunk, and I was going, "I'm in the ghetto, rat-ta-ta-ta," and he was like, "What are you saying?" Like all the old TikTok like sayings. He was like,
Oh,
"What
we
are you
didn't
saying?"
have a clue what that was.
Anyway, shagged him, and then I think he got real bad post-nut clarity, and he rolled over and put a podcast on, put his headphones on, and I was just like, right.
Oh my
The
God.
Peter Crouch podcast, I'll never forget it.
An op. Fuck Peter Crouch.
Fuck you.
No. yeah, and you bastard.
Nah, at least it's not
That's
talking.
not the earphones.
I know, yeah, the earphones and
That's
everything.
really sad.
And I got out of bed and I got changed to go get an Uber, and then I was like, I can't be arsed actually. So I got unchanged and got back into bed. Then
bet
I
he
left
was
in the
like,
morning. Yeah.
It's fine. A moment of silence for that man.
So-
I wish him well in hell. So anyway, your parents know what you do?
My mum knows, yeah. She thinks it's funny. She thinks it's great.
Brilliant.
I've always been super open with with my TikTok and stuff with her. I've always been like when I was younger and I said I'd lost my virginity, it was like
This
always.
is true. That's quite rare as well. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like I would never.
I think it's because she's young as well. Like she had me when she was 20, so
Right, okay. So that's quite good. I feel like the younger your mum is, the kind of closer you are.
exactly, yeah. And then, I mean, not to get deep, guys, or anything, but
Get deep.
I mean, I do have daddy issues because my dad died when I was younger, so that's
Fucking hell.
I know, I wasn't gonna get
a swig.
a little drink there. No, it's don't mean to make it deep or whatever, but
No,
yeah.
I saw a video on this that you did, I think, saying you had daddy issues. Was that right? Yeah, it is right.
Well, it's in my bio on my TikTok.
Oh, maybe that's where I saw it,
probably what it
actually.
is,
yeah.
yeah.
Just put it on the table.
But yeah, it's I mean, I wouldn't. It makes things easier, you know. God rest his soul. But I feel like he's still up there thinking,
That's my girl.
"That's my girl."
That's my girl. The TikTok sluzzer.
TikTok, the sluzzer. The thing is, like, people in the street, they'll come up to me and they go, "It's the sluzzer, the sluzzer. Say the thing, say the line, say the line." And I'm like, no. All right.
Fine.
It's a 24-year-old single sluzzer.
Does you think it affects how you get men, or do you think more people
What, my
want
TikTok?
you? Yeah,
My
like
daddy
men.
issues.
Yeah, yeah, the daddy issues.
The TikTok, I think, like, obviously I could probably get with more men because I've got loads of people in my DMs going, "Oh yeah, let me shag you," whatever. But I think that like once I start seeing someone, especially if they don't know that I do TikTok, when they find out, they're like, what are you doing? Like,
Because I feel like that to them would be like a red flag. Because what are you going to do when you get into a relationship?
I don't know.
You can't.
I'm not going to.
You can't. Even if, let's think, Leonardo DiCaprio goes, Callie, come here. You've got to go, Leo. Not today.
Not today.
Not today. Let me reach 1 mil and then I'll do it. Because then you can change your shit.
Exactly. Then I can just set up a bit of a family channel.
Settle down. Imagine.
Settle down, Sluzza.
The reformed Sluzza.
A veteran.
Oh.
You know?
Get a badge. Would you get a tattoo saying
I need
TikTok
to get,
Sluzza?
I'm going on holiday next week.
I
I'm going to get Sluzza.
Are you? Where you going?
I'm going to Barcelona.
Festival.
That's going to be off. I don't know. I'm going to bring, I'm going to write a nationality bingo card and just try and tick it all off.
That is so good. No, that's a really good idea.
Yeah.
I want updates as well.
Oh, don't worry. It'll be on there.
Why haven't I thought about this? Maybe I'm just very vanilla.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. We're going to move on to something else there. Would you consider OnlyFans?
So I have considered it a lot because, I could be making bank. You could be making
so much money.
But, and I've got people message me all the time. Sometimes I do send someone a cheeky little nude when they pay me some money.
Yeah.
The other night when I was at the rugby, this guy sent me £150 for a picture of my bum. I only had underwear on.
What?
I don't know. And I looked him up on LinkedIn. He's not even got like an amazing...
Not LinkedIn?
He's not even like got this amazing job or anything. I thought he must be some sort of like millionaire. Well, obviously not to send me for £150. But still, I'm actually gagging for it. And so I do think about it. I know that men would love it. But I just want to hold off for a bit. I think I will. Maybe I will at some point, but I just want to see what else I can do because I think you do get branded as a certain.
People look at you differently, don't they?
Exactly, and I think other things that maybe I'd want to do, I might not be able to. When I was younger, I used to do all sorts of stuff. Like there was this website called My Girl Fund where you basically, it's a bit like OnlyFans, but people request stuff from you. And there was so many weird stories. This man, he had a dog fetish. So I had to pretend that he was a dog. But I just used to text him. He used to be like, I'm a good little doggy, am I allowed on the furniture? And I'd be like, no, down, boy, down. And then once this guy asked to hypnotise me, so I let him do it over Zoom.
Yeah.
And
did it work?
Well, I don't know. Maybe it did. Who knows?
Shit.
I don't think it did. I think he's just got... But who the fuck gets off over hypnotising? But there were so many things that I used to do on there, so I'm sure there's a few...
Have you ever slept with someone with a really weird kink?
Only that mattress guy. I'm trying to think.
No, that is pretty weird.
That's a weird
I'm not
kink.
surprised that topped it. That's weird.
No, I can't say I've had any weird
foot
kink.
fetish?
Yeah, I've given someone a foot job. Actually, it was the same guy with the mattress that I gave a foot job.
He's got a lot of issues going on. Really?
Yeah,
I'd get cramp in my leg. I've got long legs.
Yeah, but how do you do it? I just do it.
Yeah, I think I'd do it like that.
I just do it like that. I sat on a chair.
On a chair?
Yeah, and he was just standing up there.
Oh, he was standing. See,
and then
I think we'd both be sat and I'd be going like that.
Yeah, What, with your ankles?
No, like that. But I'm flashing, so I don't know. Maybe I should try that.
Yeah, do it. It was enjoyable. And then when I slept with the army guys, I was like, let me give you a foot job. Let me try out this new thing I've been doing. And they go,
new thing I've been doing? My new collection.
My new something to add to the roster.
Oh my God. What with that? Any bedroom tips?
Bedroom tips.
We talking Gluck Gluck 3000?
Yeah, Gluck Gluck 3000. You got to get the old hair hairy.
Always hair as fuck, and it's not like a little bit of hair.
No,
it's like forest.
No, it is. Yeah,
it's disgraceful.
Because also, especially because they're not going to shave their ball bag. It all just kind of it's like it's a jungle in there.
It's hell in there.
No, it's hell in there.
Maybe I'll take your advice.
I think try with a finger.
The lucky bastard that next sleeps with me is going to be fucking shocked. They're going to be like, what are you
Just make
doing?
sure those acrylics are really...
Maybe I should do like lesbians get 2 fingers off.
That's what my friend said the other day.
Yeah, maybe I should do that.
Maybe I should just leave that off.
You should. Get like a little ping there, and that's it. Ready for the fingering of the arsehole.
Yeah.
Dad, I really hope you're still not watching this because...
Oh, sorry about
that. What's... What? Oh, right, okay. Things boys ask you in bed. Anything weird?
What? Let me think. one of the guys I slept with recently, he was really obsessed with the idea of me and him doing OnlyFans, and it was the first time we'd met. And he was like, "Come on, you're gonna be a little slut and put this mask on, and we're gonna do OnlyFans. We're gonna make millions." And he just kept saying it while he was inside of me. "We're gonna make millions. We're gonna make millions." And I was like, Jesus.
Oh my God.
I was like, calm down. And then afterwards, I think he did have post-nut clarity then as well. But that was weird. He was getting really turned on by the idea of making loads of money on OnlyFans.
Do men, I just think men don't get embarrassed.
No, but this is what I mean. They go through some sort of, they need an exorcist when they're horny. Because they have got some sort of beast in them where anything goes.
Anything goes. And I think anywhere, like if you actually said to a man, you could be in a church, it could be their nan's funeral, and if you went toilet 5 minutes, they'd go, yeah, all right.
They would, yeah.
Maybe it's mental illness.
Maybe, I think it's just men. But the thing is, I mean, anything goes for me as well, but there is something wrong. But it just, I'm trying to think if they've said anything else weird. I think that's my most recent one. Or they just, just normal, like, kink chat, like, I don't know, like, you little slut.
You sound
Don't
like
mind
Bartosz,
that.
you little slut.
You little slut.
I can imagine you being quite wild at house parties back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
We've discovered we're from the same area.
Oh, yeah.
Big up the Cams.
The Cam Bizzle.
Cam Bizzle. But I feel like Cambridge house parties were very weird.
My mum used to always let me have them.
Really?
I was the one at school that had the house parties. And I remember, like, you know how there's always a girl at a house party that's really, like, pissed. But they're not actually pissed, they're just pretending to be shaking. That wasn't me, guys. I know you probably think it was me, but it wasn't.
But it wasn't me.
I remember there was this girl that was really drunk, but she wasn't, she was pretending. And this guy just came out and pissed on her while she was lying.
What? That snapped her out of it quick.
And her parents came to pick her up.
She was really upset.
She was really upset. She sobered up quick then.
I bet she knew the number off by heart. She was like, nah.
I used to, like, just like shagging in my toilet and things like that all the time, or
you'd not wake up, sorry. I don't know how many. You'd walk in on people being fingered in the toilet.
Oh, yeah.
And you'd be like, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Or you'd be like listening up against the door and to like hear.
Do you know what was bad in our area? To be fair, it's probably like this in all areas, but specifically our time was people filming.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many girls I know that got filmed without, like, consent.
What, the guy filming them?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and then it would be posted and everyone would be like, that girl's a slag.
Yeah, see, that's so bad. And it's like, well, it's illegal to do that now, isn't it?
Now it is, but back then, no one gave a shit.
No, and like even... Like, it would be your fault as well if that film was taken.
Yeah, Courtney, you shouldn't have done that.
Shouldn't have done that. You should have trusted, sad.
No, it actually is immoral, actually. I didn't go to that many, though, in Cambridge.
No, so I usually had them, and, like, there's something stupid always happened. Like, I remember my mum at the time, like, she'd have all these different boyfriends, and one weekend she was going away, and she told her boyfriend that was having a house party to, like, stay away from the house. Mm-hmm. And at the bottom of the garden, someone runs in. I was getting fingered by this guy, like, on the stairs. I remember.
Right.
Shout out Zach. Sorry.
You say yes.
And they go, Callie, there's someone at the bottom of your garden covered in blood. What? And I was like, what are you on about? Get me down that fucking bottom of that garden right now. Ran down, and it was one of my mum's boyfriends, just like covered in blood. And I was like, what are you doing? He's like, I've come to stop the party. And I was like, no, you fucking not. My friend called the police on him.
Why was he covered in blood?
I don't know. I think he must have had a fight in the street or something. But that was like a wild one. I was like, what's going on? Like, I've just been fingered. And now I'm calling
you're
police. It. And I called my mum. I go, what's he doing here? And she goes, oh, just leave him be. I was like,
all covered in blood. Just leave him be.
Yeah, like,
give a bit of bread. He'll sober up. He'll be all right.
Everyone was like, what is going on? But no, yeah, I was always a girl that had the parties. So I was like,
did you ever get in trouble for having a party though? Like,
yeah, one weekend I did. I actually did it while my mum was out for like dinner with one of her boyfriends. For some reason, I thought that I would somehow get away with that.
No.
And she came, but she found out because the girl that got pissed on, the piss girl.
It's always the fucking piss girl.
Obviously, her parents came to pick her up, and they called my mum saying, "You're not going to believe what's happened. Amy's just been pissed on at your house." And obviously, my mum was like, "Why the fuck is someone pissed on somebody at my house? I'm at Amp for dinner." And she goes, "Callie, I know you're having a party. When I come back at midnight, that place better be sparkling clean. Someone had been sick on the floor. There was sweet corn in it." And it dried, so I was literally trying to like scrape it off with. I think I was using some sort of like credit card or
Trigger
something.
warning. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Great.
Yeah.
It's disgraceful.
Yeah.
So you got in trouble for that?
Oh yeah. But then she should be fine. I mean, I was like, Mum, you did this when I was younger. When she was younger, anyway. So
Did
like,
you ever proper damage something of yours though, or not?
not really. I mean, they probably smashed like one of my mum's vases or something, but not.
What's a vase
What's a
between
vase?
friends?
Exactly.
Do you still speak to anyone from sixth form?
Not really. I mean, sixth forms are weird because obviously you're only there for 2 years, so you don't really like.
Not really anything interesting.
No, like you're just there for 2 years.
Do you mind if what sixth form did you go to?
Long Road.
Oh, so you with? Oh my god! Wait, when did you?
How old are you?
22.
Oh, so I'm 24. But still.
Oh, you know, even Jess Gale went to.
Yes, yeah, the twins. They were in my year.
Were they?
Yeah.
Wait, do you know Tatiana Barry Krishnan?
I feel like I know that name. Rhiannon Smith.
Curly hair, mixed race.
Yes, I feel like I know these names.
Wow, yeah, they were probably all in your year.
Yeah, shout out, guys.
Big up. That's mad. Yeah, because I was the only one that didn't go to Long Road. Literally the only one.
Really?
Yeah, I had to go CRC.
What did you do at CRC?
Film and TV.
God, really? That's
yeah,
random.
it was hell. Although, let me just say this. Don't want to get this person in trouble. So actually, one of my teachers, how old would I have been?
You'd have been like
18, 19. So I was 19 when I went to uni, so I'd have been like 18, whatever. And on my last day, he goes up to me, he goes, like one of my teachers, he went...
One of the teachers at my school, like, so at our school, I went to Chesterton, shout out, sorry, nobody really knows anything about Cambridge, but whatever. And like, there was a like gym there, and they used to do like massages and stuff. And one of the teachers there, he did foot massages in the...
That's weird.
Which is... Like, you've definitely got a foot fetish.
How did that get past?
I know. And also, like, when you walked into the gym, there was a picture of him massaging someone's foot. Like, we do foot massages here.
Do you know what weirdest shit happened at school? I remember there was these two teachers and they were dating. No one knew they were dating, but they were like the fit two teachers of our school, right? And one day someone found the woman's Twitter and she was like, oh, something along the lines of, it's so shit having to see your ex at work. Even worse that he could never get it up. All of the students found it and everyone ripped into that man for so long.
I'd have to quit.
No, I'm surprised he didn't.
That's so embarrassing.
I'm so surprised we didn't. Did you have anything like that? Any pedos?
Oh, yes, we had a pedo.
If you've been here before, you know we absolutely love a drink on this podcast. So what is better than getting some free alcohol for you as a listener? Well, I'm here with some good news. Wine52 is offering you a free case of wine, which is usually 32 squids, but today it's free. All you've got to do is go to www.wine52.com/grace. That's me. And all you have to do is cover the postage of $5.95 and then you receive your free case of wine. As you know, I'm an alcohol connoisseur and I usually drink the disgusting battery acid corner shop wine, but no more. Recently, I've been dipping my toes into southern Italian wines thanks to Wine52. So if you want your free case of wine, go to www.wine52.com/grace.
Oh my God, it's actually so funny. So like, there's this guy, I'm not naming any names, but he doesn't work at the school anymore. I don't know if it's paedophile related incidents,
possibly.
But he would stand in the corridor and he'd look at you and he'd be like, those trousers are too tight, they're too tight. You know, that kind of thing. We're not allowed to wear tight trousers. Anyway, so me and my friends, we made this fake Facebook account called Eleanor something. I can't remember what her name was. Fake pictures, and we went onto his Facebook and added all of his friends from uni. So it looked like we were
uni.
Yeah, and we were like, oh, so we messaged him. We were like, oh my God, it's been so long. Like, you know, really miss like, you know, we need to link back up after uni, like all this stuff. And that's the extent that we tried to like just
catch him out. We had there was this one teacher. This was so weird. So first of all, he got caught watching porn on his computer, but this was in class. You know when you can freeze the whiteboard?
Yeah.
So I think he meant to freeze it, and instead he was on Pornhub with like kinky porn, bondage porn.
No way.
Still kept his job. So I'm pretty sure that's true because it's people in my year that saw it. But then, I remember I had science. I used to have science.
Back to school, I'm like, that is out of line.
How
like,
did that
very
run?
Very bizarre.
I agree. Was yours? Who was the weirdest teacher? Was it PE, science, maths?
There are a few, probably I think everybody that does geography is a bit weird.
Oh, I actually hear that. Although our geography teacher had the peachiest arse I've ever seen in my life.
I had a geography teacher that had a really peachy arse. He was only there for a year and then he left. And he was Irish.
Oh, I was thinking, I was like, is his name? But ours was Northern. Ooh. Geography.
No, but I feel like there's always weird ones in geography for some reason. Like,
okay, I hear that.
Yeah.
Ours was PE, and they'd always pick the same, like, but
I don't think I've just talked about how my nail stuck up someone's arse.
Yeah, actually, you are so right. You're so right.
I don't think they're inviting back.
That's why I'm not being invited. I'm like, I've got the fucking clap on the weekend, and they're like, yeah, let's not invite.
I just don't think I do dream. I think I'm like, that's when I make it big. I've had fantasies, all right.
Yeah.
I have of coming back to my school and being locked in a cupboard with one of my ex-teachers and being like,
oh, sir,
you know, oh, sir, please don't. But now I just don't think it's going to happen.
I think it might.
It
or
could.
if you see them on a night out.
Oh, yeah.
You will 100% see them on a night out.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know what it is about teachers in Cambridge, but they always go out.
No, they always go to the same places.
Do you know what I find funny? All of our young teachers, like when I go out and see people like doing drugs or whatever, and they're like, oh, I'm a teacher. I'm like, oh my God, our teachers probably do the exact same thing. But I was like, they'd never do that.
Yeah, no, I think that as well. Like, I've got friends that have gone into teaching and it's like, oh, you go out and you session all the time on the weekend and then you go, I don't know how they do it.
Get up Monday morning.
Yeah, they get up Monday morning. No wonder the teachers used to be fucking moody.
I'm sorry, I could never do. Could you do that job?
No,
never.
I used to think I wanted to do it.
Shut
Imagine
up.
me as a teacher.
You'd be teaching sex education.
Oh yeah.
I'm
not good.
I was going to say, sometimes a condom's needed. Most times it's not.
If you don't want to use, if you don't have a condom, just use your feet.
Yeah. That's a deterrent in itself. Yeah. No, I always feel like to be a secondary school teacher, that's fucked.
No, yeah.
Because you are asking to get bullied.
It's not like you even get paid much. Like, you just, you'd be literally being
You don't
bullied.
even get paid much.
No, you don't.
No, I'm sorry. I don't think that's for me. I actually don't think that's for me.
Love what you guys are doing, but it's not for me.
Love your work.
Love your work.
No, it didn't really work for me because I still failed most of my GCSEs. But until then, that's fine. I was thinking maybe we should do like a say it or shot it thing or something.
Yeah, let's do that.
So I feel like you would have, but you were good at say it or shot it.
I'll say it all.
Would you sleep with one of your friend's brothers?
Probably not.
I was going to say it's a bit deep, innit?
They're not, but none of them are ever fit. Like they're always they're always like my friend, but just more annoying. Wait, no, probably not.
I think it's a bit of a risk if it's your mate. Do you know what I mean?
It is.
That's a big risk.
But also, imagine if you slept with them and you fell for them, and then it just makes things really awkward.
There's no way. Have you ever filmed a sex tape?
I did film me and them.
Yeah.
But the sex tapes, no way. The thing is also, like, I have no top lip, so I don't have blowjob lips. It doesn't look good.
Well, they weren't complaining at the time, were they?
They weren't complaining anyway.
Name the government name of the worst person you've shagged.
Government name?
Government name.
Last name.
Or like first
I've never
name.
heard
Should
that
we
before.
maybe first name it?
Oh, the worst person I've shagged?
Yeah.
I'm not even going to lie, and this is really embarrassing that this is his name, but his name's Keith.
You shagged someone called Keith?
Yeah, I did. And it was so bad. This is when I was at uni in halls. So we went to a concert. I think it was like Chasing Status concert. What did I say? I went to a concert. And he came back to mine and we shagged and it was so bad. And I was like, oh my God, I don't want to sleep next to him. But I forget that when people come to concerts in London, they're not always from London.
No,
so he was from somewhere else. And he stayed at mine. And I was like, fuck, I don't want to cuddle him. I don't want to spoon. He was trying to spoon me. I was like,
no way.
Keith. And then I was like to my friends, let me come and sleep in your bed. So I told him that my friend had just broken up with her boyfriend and I needed to go and console her. So he was just chilling in my uni room. Then in the morning, he bought an Uber all the way back to his home. I don't know where it was, but it wasn't in London. Really? Keith, poor Keith, but it was so bad.
And he's going to know it's him because that's a very niche name.
Exactly.
Okay, name every STI you've ever got.
I actually haven't ever had one somehow. Don't know how.
Really?
Don't know how.
Must be nice.
And when my ex, he had HPV while we were together.
What's HPV?
It's something to do with genital warts. Oh, this is actually a funny story. So he actually, he got genital warts when we were together. So I'm like, he must have cheated on me because they just, and I didn't have it. I got tested, didn't have it. Yeah. And basically, when you get those genital warts, you have to go to the doctors and you get this blue acid that you put on the warts and it burns them off. Yeah. And he had, and he was mixed race. So the acid burnt the melanin off of his, is it melanin? Yeah.
Something, yeah.
Sort of melatonin. Something, one of them. One of them's a sleeping pill, the other one's the pigment of the skin. And then it burnt it off. And I call him spotted dick because it left little spots around his dick. And actually, he fucking deserves it as well. Spotted dick. But yeah, I don't know how. I've never had one. I mean, I need to get tested still from the army base. But
you're definitely going to have chlamydia from the army base. If there's one thing I know about army men.
I was thinking as well, like they've just come back from like a foreign country, and when you sign the STD forms, and you're like, have you had sex with somebody from this country and this country recently? Because obviously,
oh yeah, you're just gonna have to say yeah.
Yeah. Oh well.
You don't know where they've been on tour.
Yeah.
What's the oldest person you've had sex with?
Or probably in their 40s, something like that.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Where'd you meet them?
In Phonox in Brixton, which is a club.
Well, that says that you should have just said Brixton. Yeah.
You know what's embarrassing as well is like you go to this. It's like a proper club, and like there were these old men in there in shirts, and they obviously didn't know what they were walking into. This is like a proper raving like club, and they're just chilling in there in these like salmon shirts. And I was like, "What are you guys doing in here?" Oh,
salmon!
I know. That's when you've really. I woke up the next day. I was like, "What am I doing?" Salmon shirt hanging over the chair.
Oh, God.
How about you?
34.
34. That's a nice age.
I've only slept with young men. That sounds weird. I meant like 26 max.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I sleep with, they're usually around like 26, 27, 28, I'd say.
Yeah, I feel like old men, they look like they need something to help them get it up. I'm just
yeah.
not part of it, am I really?
Yeah. I agree.
What is the riskiest place you've ever done it?
Having sex, probably like down an alleyway around the back of my house. Sorry, Mum.
What was wrong with the house? Your mum was
I don't know. I think we just thought, let's try it. And the thing is, it was really cold. So, and like, we just wanted to stick it in, and I wasn't lubricated at all. I remember it really hurt. But doing other things, I've sucked many dicks in the back of an Uber.
Have you?
Yeah, many. I think my Uber rating's not happy with me. I'm not happy.
Do you think they can see it?
100%, because it's not like a black cab. Like, it's an actual Uber where it's just like, 2 seats in the front, 3 in the back. And I'm like, obviously...
That is amazing.
But I do it all the time.
Really?
And I'm like, when I'm sober, I'm like, why does he do that? Because that's really bad.
That's
but they
quite
never
funny,
said
though.
anything.
They never go, stop that. No. Not even once.
Not once.
They've been kicked out of an Uber.
No, never. Surprisingly.
Been fingered in an Uber.
Yeah, 100%.
Look
next to somebody else as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Next to a friend as well.
Really?
Yeah, they didn't realise.
So I take it you've had sex in the same room as someone else as well?
Oh, I did that like 2 weeks ago.
Did you?
Both in a hotel, 2 beds next to each other.
As you should.
Met the girl, not that I shagged a girl, but we both I met this girl like just through Instagram. We were like, let's go out together. Went out with her and ended up just shagging next to each other in a bed with these 2 guys.
Did she do it? Oh, she did it.
Yeah. It was magical.
That's how friendship is formed.
Exactly.
I've heard of this happening a lot.
Yeah, no, I actually thought it was quite funny. The thing is, they both came within like 30 seconds, so we were just literally pissing ourselves next to each other.
Shut up. Yeah. Oh yeah, who's the most famous person you DM'd?
Who I've DM'd?
Nah.
Who's
to be fair,
DM'd
they've
me?
replied.
No.
Oh.
I am... probably that Farmer Will guy, the one that's like the lamb.
He's in my friend's DM as well.
He's got this lamb's got shit all over her.
Bless her.
That was a long time ago.
I think he's a serial DMer. He loves to do like he's DMing one of my friends as well.
Yeah, but he's obviously loving it. Like, do you know what I mean?
It's because people want him for the lambs. I'd fuck him to see a lamb.
He's told me to come over to his farm.
Oh, I bet
and I
that's
said,
his
oh my God, you know what's so
opener.
embarrassing when I was drunk? So his chat is really dead. Sorry, Will.
Is.
But it's really boring. And I said to him, I thought, let's spice it up a bit, yeah? So I said, after I touch your lambs, you're going to plough me like your fields.
Oh my God.
And he just goes, you'll have to see. And I go, that's it, I'm out. I'm boring.
Have to see.
Sorry, Will.
Fucking hell.
Will.
Who's the most famous person you've DM'd?
Right, so when I went through my breakup, I used to message celebs all the time saying, please mend my broken heart, like I'm so upset. So I remember, honestly, it's really embarrassing because now I think if they ever met me and then they went to message me, which they're never going to, they're going to see all these messages from like 2 years ago, me going, I'm in love with you. Like I used to message Logan Paul all the time.
Not Logan Paul.
Once, for some reason, he was in London and I was so fucked, I thought like, let me come visit you at the airport and wave you goodbye. Like, so embarrassing.
Oh my God.
Anyway, I remember years ago, I love young Philly. Like, I just think he's so funny. And I sent him a picture of my bum.
Do you know what? I feel like he would have seen it.
I don't think he did.
No, I'm telling you, going through message requests is like a daily thing. Like for a lot, I don't have as many followers as him, but I always go through my message requests. So he could be one of those.
Yeah, I always go through my message requests as well. Oh,
He's seen your ass.
I mean, that's right. You
And
can have
rightly
it
so.
It's
Young
fit
Philly.
pick anyway.
Do you know what? I'll take that though, actually.
What about you?
Oh.
Who have you messaged?
God. I'm trying to fit. I've messaged Leonardo DiCaprio drunk. And I said to him,
Who hasn't?
No.
What did you say?
I went, Leo, babe, rock my world. What the fuck is going on?
Imagine what would he even reply
He
to
would
that?
have, because I'm under 26. That's why I was really angry that he did not reply. I was like, he fucking wants a bit of this. I'm in
Do
his
you love
age
Leo?
bracket.
You want a bit of Leo?
No, I want young Leo. Like
Yeah,
now.
not now.
Apparently he doesn't last very long. I've heard a lot of weird things about him.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't do it for me, I'd say.
No, like I feel like Johnny Depp, Team Johnny. I feel like Johnny Depp would, he could get it any age. He's a man.
Johnny?
Yeah,
I used to post, I don't know. I mean, I probably would. I'm not going to say
I
no,
like
am
a
I?
troubled man.
This is for me. I like a troubled man.
I agree.
Yeah, I don't know. Who else have I messaged? I remember, so embarrassing. So, Hugo Hammond, the Love Doctor. So
God forbid.
So he followed me. This is when I wasn't even that big on TikTok. So he followed me, and obviously I was like, "Woo, Hugo Hammond in my DMs with the club foot." And I was like, yeah, he obviously wants a bit of the Sluzza. So I messaged him like, hey, what's Mr. Hammond up to tonight, you know? And he obviously didn't fancy me. He just followed me because he thought it was funny. He goes, your TikToks are really funny. And I was like, oh, what are you doing tonight? And he kind of just ignored it. No. And I was like, Hugo Hammond, I don't even fancy you. I just did it for the clout.
Do you know what? That's not even an L because it's Hugo, so it's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Imagine being one of his ex-students.
God, no, but imagine creaming over him on Love Island.
No, do you know what, though? I always do that. There's Dr. Alex or Hugo, and at the time, I'm like, they're just innocent men.
They are.
They're innocent men. Then they all cheat. So I'm like, were you innocent men? Were you innocent men? But that's another story.
That's another story.
Right, any last words that you've got?
I'm trying to think if I've got
any advice from a TikTok sluzzer to me?
To men?
To me.
Oh, to you. Just go for it.
Have a foot job.
Try the foot job and try the finger.
Okay.
Because the thing is, they really squirm when you're doing it, and it's a bit of power play, you know.
Really?
Not that I'm a dominatrix or anything.
She could be.
But if you want me to be a dominatrix, my PayPal's in my bio, all right?
I can do whatever for a buck.
I'll do anything.
A bang for a buck. Do you know what? That'll do.
Someone did ask me the other day if they could buy my old Air Force.
And you said?
I said yes.
Obviously.
I'd be
like, I'll take a tenner. Yeah. Actually, fuck it, I'm not going to wear them again. Right, that was beautiful. Thanks for watching. If you're watching, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, make sure you follow and give it a 5-star rating.